grassroots racers and fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks for joining us for our landmark 40th season. We are your destination for news and interviews within the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, and from the world of motorsports. The Racing Roundup Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being part of our 40th season of the Racing Roundup Show. We're going through October 1st, so if you're thinking, okay, I got all summer to get there, not anymore. We're winding down. This is our last show of August, believe it or not. So come on down and join the racing crowd. We're hanging out here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. We're across the street from the busiest place in Wisconsin when it comes to Major League Auto Racing. Last weekend, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Layton 175, and the ARCA Menard Series Sprecher 150 went off on Sunday. And this weekend, 2 IndyCar races and Indy Next racing here at the Milwaukee Mile across the street. So come on down. We're right across from Turn 1 of the Milwaukee Mile. When you come down this evening, you might have a chance to win IndyCar tickets. You also may have a chance this Friday to meet Indy Next driver Lindsay Brewer. She is probably the most attractive race car driver since Paul Newman. I ain't kidding. Look her up. Lindsay Brewer is going to be here on behalf of Old Milwaukee, her sponsor. She'll be here this Friday at Polly's Pub and Eatery from 4 to 6. Specials at Old Milwaukee. You also can win IndyCar tickets here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. This Friday night, a big pre-race party for the IndyCar crowd. This Friday, I think it's 4 to 6 p.m., something like that. Come on down early, get here. Lindsay Brewer will be making an appearance on behalf of her sponsor, Old Milwaukee. And looking forward to having Polly's just cranking it out, man. They got a big concert schedule. They're actually going off to the Marcus Amphitheater these days. They'll call the American Family, I think, now, down at Summerfest. They got a big rock concert, so there's a lot of folks here taking the shuttle. Every Brewers home game. Polly's is your destination this Friday. The big Old Milwaukee party with Lindsay Brewer. She'll be here, an Indy Next driver, and it's going to be a big weekend. So this Friday night, it kicks off here at Polly's Pub and Eatery. 4 o'clock, be here. That's during happy hour, too. Specials on Old Mill Light, and Old Mill NA as well. We're live every Tuesday on our Facebook page and right here on live on demand on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We encourage you to join us on our YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button there. Share with your friends. Love to see what you're doing tonight, where you're watching from as well. Interact with us on social media. We also want to tell you about a Saturday TV show this year. Every Saturday, 30 minutes of our Tuesday shows. We put it all together. It's going to be a great content once again this Saturday, 11:30 a.m. is when we're going to be doing a live show, Capture, Saturday. It's going to be on CW18. So best parts of our Tuesday show air on CW18 on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. here in the Milwaukee area. We'd like to ask to support our sponsors and tell them you heard it here on the Racing Roundup Show. Our landmark 40th season is made possible by the support of Central Services Company, BMRE Electric Carts, Allied Resource Recovery, and MILWCAR.com. MILWCAR.com. That's our friends at the Napa Auto Care Centers of Milwaukee. And also we want to thank our sponsors that you can find on our website, RacingRoundupShow.com, that I didn't list off this time. We have IndyCar tickets for you to win tonight. After the show, I talked to you about it. I'm going to tease it. I'm going to sell it off right now. You can enter to win Primo weekend passes to the Milwaukee Hy-Vee 250s IndyCar races by emailing us right now at racingroundup@gmail.com. The ad drawing is tonight. racingroundup@gmail.com. We'll draw after the show. We'll notify you via email. Enter to win 2 really good seats Saturday, Sunday. racingroundup@gmail.com. Subject line, win IndyCar tickets. These are row 38 of 40 at the mile this Saturday and Sunday. The drawing against tonight. Winner notified by email. Scheduled to be with us on the show. Boy, I'm getting all excited. We've got a lot to cover. Jasinski Racing drivers Tom Jasinski and Brett Wahowiak are here tonight. Tom brought his race car. You can see it right here on the curb at Polly's. Looking forward to talking to those guys. Badger midget racer Derek Dorr is here tonight. He's racing Sunday and Monday. So are the USAC National Midget guys. We have Dazen Persley lined up to talk to us as well via live video. He's the current point leader of the USAC National Midgets. He'll be joining us in just a moment. Bill Holland is here as well to introduce his highly anticipated In the Groove segment. We got reports from near and far, NASCAR and the world of motorsports on our program. Stay tuned. This is the Racing Roundup Show live from Polly's. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Add value and beauty to your home or commercial property with professional landscaping from Central Services Company, Incorporated. The team at Central Services is their personal choice of over 45 years of satisfied customers in Southeast Wisconsin for landscape design, construction, and grounds maintenance. Call Central Services at 262-548-0005 for all your landscaping and lawn care needs. No job is too large or too small. From lawn fertilization and weed control to award-winning landscape construction and building your backyard patio oasis, Central Services is your full-service landscape company. Call the experts at Central Services at 262-548-0005 for a free, no-obligation consultation at your home or business. Find out why Central Services can provide you with the visual difference in the art of landscaping and lawn care. Call 262-548-0005. Central Services, the visual difference in landscaping.
Get ready to accelerate your productivity with the Midwest's largest forklift distributor. Walter Inc. offers top-tier brands, including Lindy, Doosan, and Bobcat forklifts. With 16 locations across the Midwest, Walter is the go-to source for high-performance forklifts and material equipment handling solutions, and is fueled by a passion for short-track racing. Count on Walter's 60-plus years of experience to increase your productivity. Walter is hiring, too. Explore the unbeatable lineup of forklift solutions and more at walterinc.com.
Plan now to cruise Alaska with Making Memories Travel next September. Enjoy an unforgettable 7-day Alaskan cruise from Vancouver on the Norwegian Jade. Juneau and Hubbard Glacier are just two of the cities that await you. Hike up snow-capped mountains and witness majestic whales splash in the Pacific. Then come back on board to catch an amazing show, followed by a starlit stroll on the top deck. Breathtaking views, all the amenities, all the memories. Cruise Alaska. Contact Mark at Making Memories Travel today.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to the Racing Roundup program. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday evening. Wisconsin Proud Youth and Thunder Remuth will be racing this weekend in the Indy Next Series. Racing at the Milwaukee Mile. 2 races, one Saturday, one Sunday for the NTT IndyCar Series. Will Power won this past weekend at Portland. We also know that Jacob Abel, that's Euban's teammate, finished first, his 3rd win of the season. He's closing on the points gap. 2nd in points heading into this weekend as well from his run at Portland as well. The Hy-Vee 250s will be 2 points-paying races, one this Saturday evening at 5:30, one this Sunday afternoon. Friday IndyCar on track 3:30 to 6. Then driver autograph session 6 to 7 Midway. Stop over here at Paulie's to see a great party hanging out. There's a pre-race party with IndyCar tickets. Lindsay Brewer's going to be here as well. She'll be hanging out from 4 to 6, so hang out here. Head over to the autograph session 6 to 7. That'll be in the Midway, the free Midway on on Friday evening, 6 to 7 for the IndyCar drivers. Saturday's IndyCar qualifying is at 2:15, race at 5. Euban's racing the Indy Next race that starts just before 3 o'clock on Saturday, along with the entire Indy Next field. And the Sunday IndyCar race time is 1:30 p.m. IndyCar tickets, if you want to win them tonight, you can win them here at the show or email for some great seats at racingroundup@gmail.com, racingroundup@gmail.com. Enter to win IndyCar tickets is the subject line. Win IndyCar tickets, that's all you have to do. We'll draw the winner later tonight and notify them via email. If you're looking to sell or buy a home or commercial property, choose the Rapina Group, Caldwell Banker, Home Sale Realty. List and buy with confidence. Hire a realtor that has the knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Hire knowledge, hire the Rapina Group. Matt Rapina is all about it. He can buy or sell your commercial property. He's got a great team that can make a deal done. They've got the knowledge, they've got the power. They know what they're doing. RapinaGroup.com is where you want to go. RapinaGroup.com to buy or sell your home or commercial property. It's also a reminder to stock up on Victory Fuel. We've got 3 different flavors sitting right in front of me. 6-time Chili Bowl champion Kevin Swindell has developed another great product as well. This purple can's brand new. We've got it from Knoxville Nationals. Purple Potion is one of the flavors you can get online at drinkvictory.com. Enter at checkout the code name SHOW, S-H-O-W. That promo code will get you 10% off your order shipped right to your door. Or see the Hy-Vee stores here in Madison and Green Bay to pick up a fresh supply of Victory Fuel. Drinkvictory.com is the website. Type in SHOW, S-H-O-W, at checkout. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. A big race weekend this coming Labor Day weekend. It's here. It's already here, man. End of summer, and it's a big show. We welcome in our next 2 guests. They're racing this Sunday and this Monday. Evening races, Angel Park Speedway, hosting the USAC National Midgets and the Badger Midgets. It's going to be a great program. Let's welcome via live video Dayson Persley, the current USAC National Point Series leader. Hey, Dayson, how are you? Good to see you.
How are you guys?
Awesome. Sitting next to me is Derek Dorr, who also ran another top 3 finish again this past Sunday night in the Badger Midgets. He's gearing up for a big 2-day show. Dayson, I got to start with you, man. It's going to be exciting. What have you heard? What have you learned? What are you thinking about your chances of getting that point lead extended by winning 2 big races, Sunday and Monday night at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie?
Yeah, hopefully we're doing just what you said, extending that point lead, and excited to get to Wisconsin. We were, it was on the schedule to run there in the non-wing sprint car this year, and it ended up getting rained out. So, just excited to always get back to Sun Prairie. It's a unique midget track, and a lot of history there to run the midgets. So it'd be cool to finally knock off that win column there at a special place like that, and it would be special to do it on a big weekend like this.
Dayson, you're from Oklahoma, but you travel across the country. What do you recall about your time or times racing here at Angel Park Speedway in Wisconsin?
Honestly, it's been a while. I feel like my first time would have been in 2019 with Power Eye when I was racing for Keith Kunz Motorsports. That was like my first time going to that place, and like just always heard stories about like how fast and like kind of a circle it kind of was. So it just didn't feel like that until I got out on the track, and I was like, oh wow, this place is it races pretty big. The straightaways are kind of small, and if any, there's really not much of a straightaway. So it feels like you're going in a big circle all the time. So previously last year, I felt like we were pretty good, just didn't really qualify the best that we needed to. So excited to get there in the pristine auction Toyota Racing Dawson Drink 86, and excited to see if we can pull off a couple of wins and see if we can compete up front.
Chadboat Racing Industries, Chadboat Industries team is going to be ready to go. We also know the Badger Midgets are on the card. Derek Dorr, you've been racing for points all season long. You're running on a high of your own. Not a win, but man, you guys are knocking off top 3 podium finishes lately.
Yeah, we've been real fast all year. Had a shot early on that first weekend in June at Angel Park. Just came up a bit short on a restart. Should have chose the top, but just was running my own line. It was kind of a cowboy up track, and just one of them, third style restarts. Yeah, unfortunately, end up on the short end of the stick there, but been fast there all year, qualifying in the top 5, and just had strong cars, strong heat races every week. So been a really successful season for us there at all the Badger races we have ran, and especially at Angel Park.
Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie hosting races this Sunday night and Monday night. It's a big Fireman's National weekend. Derek, while we have Dayson on the line, I want to make sure you give us some inside scoops, because Dayson can only learn so much by running that quad at the top of the wall and watching. What has the track been like lately when the Badger Midgets have raced with other divisions at Angel Park Speedway on a Sunday night?
Honestly, qualifying has been kind of, it's been unique this year. We had only really one super heavy track. That was the week we had fast time, and then it's been kind of, it'll slick off early in the middle, and then, you'll usually be at like, 3/4 of the, way up the track in the heat races and stuff like that, but still pretty racy in the heat races, so that's been good. But in the features, I've really enjoyed it this year. You can, really slow roll the bottom, or, you're at the fence. So I think Dayson will be pretty good on that style track.
I think Dayson's ready for this kind of racetrack. And Dayson, as this summer wears on, weather's always a factor. And here in Wisconsin, we've got a lot of heat this week, but it's going to cool off for you come Sunday and Monday. When are you getting to town?
I think that I was actually kind of planning on racing the USAC Silver Car Crown Car in Des Moines on Saturday.
Why not?
But then unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make it to that. So plans are kind of changing on the fly here. So I think that I'll probably get in either Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on if I fly or drive. So I'm still working out all the bugs and stuff, but I actually checked on the weather to see what to pack today. So I noticed that it was going to be a cool, crisp 75 degrees during the day, and then it looked like it was going to be like 50s or something at night.
Which is about, I'd say, perfect, right? Perfect.
Perfect. The weather would be absolutely perfect. It's hot here in Charlotte right now.
Hey, are you a fan of Pitbull? Pitbull's playing Saturday night in downtown Milwaukee if you want to make that trek. Just saying. I want to make sure your calendar is full. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. My calendar is full, but that's good to know for sure.
Derek, when you get a chance to race with the Badger Midgets, you're there to perform. The fans love it. The fans have been turning out great numbers once again this year at Angel Park Speedway. But when it comes to these special nights, when you talk about Corn Fest a couple weeks ago, now you're talking about the Fireman's Nationals both Sunday and Monday night this weekend. What do you guys do to gear up for that, knowing there's 2 big races in 2 nights and the crowd will be right behind you?
I just work hard on the shop, make sure the cars is, prepped as it can be for the weekend, kind of do our, similar routine, go through the tires, go through the car, make sure everything's, perfect for the weekend, and just be ready, be ready for the second show on Monday, and have the car prepped and ready to go. Crowds there have been phenomenal all year, especially, Cornfest a couple weeks ago. It's, packed, so we love seeing that. So it's our biggest weekend of the year, racing there at Fireman's Nationals, and one we, circle on the calendar every year. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to nice weather and, some, good, hard, fast racing this weekend.
Days and I recall a lot of famous drivers rolling through the gates at Angel Park Speedway. You're among them as the point leader. You're one of the favorites coming in. When it comes to Chad Boat Industries, what do you guys roll with? How many teams, how many spares when it comes to a 2-night show at the same racetrack this late in the year?
Yeah, a 2-day show is kind of, I guess, on the smaller spectrum for something that we're used to. I feel like the midget schedule with USAC anyways, it's kind of like a week-long deal. They kind of have all their races kind of squeezed into one. So this weekend is kind of on, one of the smaller scales, I guess, if you were to say that a 2-day show is small. But yeah, CB Industries and Chad, they'll be prepared as always, and excited to jump back in the midget. I feel like it's been a little while since I've gotten to do that, and thankfully the midget is very fast as well too. So just super thankful to have the opportunity to race with him, and excited to get back to it here.
How many team cars these days, Dason? How many team cars do you have rolling with you, and how many? How's the ability to get things rolling?
Yeah. So I have a teammate, Zach Weigel. He's been running for CB all year. So it's been good. It's been good to have me and him kind of lean off each other, and he's a rookie and coming out of the D2 stuff. So he knows what he's doing. He just needs to work on a couple of fine details, and he'll probably knock off that win. Passed and progressed a lot lately. So just excited to see his progress, and been very, very fortunate enough to work with him as well too.
Dazen Persley, thanks so much for your time. You're joining us here on the show. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for being part of our program, and best of luck this Sunday and Monday. Thank you, Dazen.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
You bet. Derek Dorr stays with us here. Derek, I want to talk about you and your sponsors, because it takes a lot of effort here to go racing at Angel Park Speedway this Sunday night. Who you got?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank Ken Dibble from Ashburn Amsoil, Emergency Starting and Towing. They've been with us the last few years. Ryan's Auto Care, Grinwald Ford, Kleckers Heating and Cooling, Kubi Custom Carpentry. Those are all Watertown local sponsors. BMS Rod Ends, Moss Refrigeration, River City Truck Repair, Kathy's Buffalo Bar, Mel's Garage, Mr. Green Jeans Lawn Care, Isle Edge Seed, the Dick Trickle Memorial Project, the Ross Family, Royo Theme Photography, Creative Earthscapes, Sunset Studio, and Bailing Race Products as well.
When it comes to the racing like this, though, it takes a lot of effort. Who's behind you when it comes to crew? How many nights are you in the shop with your dad, that kind of thing?
Yeah, my dad and I, we work, 3-4 nights a week at least on the car, maybe more if, it's required. My dad's obviously been, behind me in all my racing over the years. My dad, Ethan Dagner, has helped us a lot at the track, especially Sunday nights at Angel Park a lot over the years. He's brought Tegan Wong's Nest. He races at Jefferson as well, so that's been fun this year. Jeff's helped us at the shop as well, getting stuff ready this year, so that's been really fun. I'd also like to thank my dad's girlfriend Brenda for helping us with stuff, whether it's getting coolers and all that, small stuff ready that, helps when you're going racing, so that's been awesome as well.
How about a big hand for Derek Dorr joining us here on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you for having me on, Jim.
And that's the magic of TV. I want to talk more about what's going on. How close are you to winning that first one, man?
I feel like we're super close. Just kind of been a bit one of those things, I've had super fast cars a few of the weeks, losing a couple of nights to rainouts there hurt too, but every time we've, been on track or had a car in the feature, I feel like it's, a car that's contending, for obviously, running the top 5, but I feel like we're close at Angel Park. It's just a matter of, getting out at the right spot, maybe hitting a caution right or something like that too, but haven't really had, a starting spot, anything closer than the top 3 rows. So, maybe a starting up front would be a help too. So, but we'll see. I'm super excited for this weekend and racing 2 days in a row at my favorite place. So
let's rehash Wilmot. You got a shot at that one. Cleaver was right there with you. Parker Jones was right there with you. How'd that go on Saturday in the Norm Nelson Classic?
It was a good race. Caution free though was the issue. I could have used the caution with probably 8 with 8 to go at least, 6 to go, something like that, get enough laps to kind of wind it up because Parker's starting the first 2 rows. He's been fast all year, obviously, winning with both series, the Mara and Badger stuff. So, but I feel like, we were super fast there at the end. We were working the bottom probably the best with Todd. So, just really good race car again there. So I like going to Wilmot. I wish we had it more on the schedule.
Yeah, you always want that one that you did well at, or even the schedule itself is so diverse. It's kind of cool that you get a chance to race and perform no matter the track, including where you said is your favorite joint this Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we've had a fast car all year. Just kind of, hit or miss, had, a few things you can work on. But my dad and I really honed in on working on the car and having it as prepared as we can be, and it showed this year. So we've had a lot of speed right out of the gate, and there's always fine things you can tweak, but come feature time we've been right there every week, so that's been cool.
As big as that race is, I invite you to plunk that trophy down right here. If you win that sucker, you're coming back next week on the show. How's that for a deal?
Absolutely. I'd love to. So I would love to. That'd be awesome.
How about a big hand for Derek Dorr, everybody? Thank you, Derek, for joining us here on the show, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Jim.
Thanks for bringing down the goods as well. Lots of Amsoil products to give away after the show as well. We have a lot to cover. We have Dells Raceway Park Sportsman Race winner. Every time he goes on the track, Dave Schrutt's a factor, and he's going to be on our show here in a little while as well. Stay tuned. Lots more to come on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much.
American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
We're having a ball here with you on a Tuesday night. It's August 27th. The summer's winding down, but racing is still heating up. Got some points races to finish up this year as well. Got some race tickets to give away tonight after the show. This portion of our show is brought to you by BMRE Electric Carts in Random Lake, now installing street-legal golf carts. Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon electric cart dealer and has in-stock inventory and customizing options available right now on their website. Matter of fact, go to their Facebook page. I don't think they have a website. Go to the Facebook page. BMRE Electric Carts Company is what you want to look up. And you could be really cool. You could be hanging out on a scooter. You can hang out on an e-bike that goes 25 miles per between charges, up to 25 miles per hour. Yeah, you can pedal too if you want. And also those really cool Icon golf carts, electric powered, are all available at BMRE Electric Carts Company on Facebook. Congrats to Bradley for winning the Alan Quickie Memorial on Sunday night at Slinger Super Speedway. That results in more stories about that race will come up next a little while on our Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. It is now to tell you about what we're giving away tonight after the show. We have prizes, race tickets to this Saturday and Sunday's IndyCar races at the Milwaukee Mile. If you want to win them, come on down and join us. We also have a set of Primo tickets. We're going to give those away via drawing via email. Send your entry in now. We're drawing tonight. RacingRoundup@gmail.com. Subject line, win IndyCar tickets. That's all you need to do to enter, and we'll notify you if you're won the big tickets tonight after the show. We have bottles of Anderson's maple syrup as well. We have a set of 4 race tickets to Dells Raceway Park and this Saturday's Jim Sauter Classic that features the Midwest Truck Series. Jim Sauter Classic, as well as the 200 lap, $10,005 to win ASA Midwest Tour race. So a huge, beautiful trophy for that one. That's all coming your way with the 602 Outlaw Late Models this Saturday night at Dells Raceway Park. 4 tickets to give away to that. We have car washes from Full Service Car Wash, an original third-generation, locally family-owned and operated Milwaukee small business since 1986. Here are the 2 car washes I have in hand tonight to give away tonight. So keep in mind, unlimited car washes start at just $14.99 a month. Full Service Car Wash is the best deal for keeping your car clean with locations at Hills Corners, Wauwatosa, Grafton, and West Bend. We also have Derek Dorr. He brought us some hats, some T-shirts, as well as some Amsoil products. Thank you, Derek, on that involvement. We have 2 tickets to this Sunday, 2 tickets to this Monday at Angel Park Speedway to see the USAC and Badger Midgets. We also have racing T-shirts, die-cast cars, racing hats, and collectibles from Greenfield Gallery on Facebook. Look it up on eBay at Greenfield Gallery Sales 2 on eBay to see what they're doing. They're always buying racing collections. We also want to tell you that we're having a very special sale here. $20 off oil changes from our friends at Jiffy Lube. Come on down and grab your coupon. $20 off oil changes at the 14 area Jiffy Lubes across the state of Wisconsin. It's now time to spend a little time with our next drivers as we've got a chance to shine the light on one specific team tonight. It's Jasinski Racing. This week's Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Short Track Spotlight shines on the next 2 drivers. Anderson's is a proud sponsor and supporter of World of Outlaws racer Bill Baylog and modified pilot Justin Gross. Try Anderson's in your coffee or tea or on vanilla ice cream. Take it with you with Pure Fuel Maple Energy on the go. Buy Anderson's Maple Syrup at your favorite grocer. Anderson's, over 95 years of syrup perfection. AndersonsMapleSyrup.com. Tonight's Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Short Track Spotlight shines on Jasinski Racing. Tom Jasinski and Brett Wahoviach. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
You brought the car down, Tom, and you're saying, man, it better not rain. Yep. Beautiful sunshine now. We're still in the heat of it, man. You guys have been in the heat of it all summer, though, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a pretty busy summer for us.
What you been doing?
Trying to keep them in one piece every week.
2 divisions, thankfully, not the same. I see that Diamond Bill Tandetsky's here, Brett. You get the chance to race against him on occasion.
Yeah, that's it's always fun.
When it comes to racing a modified at Dells Raceway Park specifically, what does it take to get that thing locked in early? Because I mean, the competition up there has been amazing.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, we started out all right, but we've gotten better. I think it's just a lot of time spent in the shop and really just focusing down on what we're back to the basics of it all.
Gotcha. Last year you brought your modified here. It's a beautiful car. It's still beautiful. I've seen pictures of it at Dells when you went a heat race or a feature. Or I've actually been there a couple times to see your race. What's the condition like now? And is it the same car you raced last year to kind of get that thing rolling into the same places in Victory Lane again?
Yeah, it's the same car that we had last year. Same body, everything. It pretty much looks the same. Only got 1 extra scuff mark on it so far this year, I think. We've done a pretty good job of staying out of trouble. So,
Brett Wahoviach, Team Jasinski here, Jasinski Racing. And Tom, you've got a lot of folks here tonight with you as well. Who all came along to support you tonight?
Well, from my side, it's my wife and my dad and my cousin. My mom's at home watching online.
Hi. Okay, who else?
But then He brings the crowd.
Yeah, a lot of it's my family. My mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my brother, and then my aunt and uncle, and then my sister and her fiance.
Wow, lots of people. That's
Yep.
pretty cool. Thanks for making the trek over.
Thanks.
What's this weekend going to look like for you guys?
This weekend, we're just at Slinger with the Super. This finish out the year here.
Last points night.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Gonna keep trying.
How'd it go on Sunday night for you?
Pretty good. We're slowly getting there. I mean, it's definitely a jump to drive into the hardest field that I've ever ran against, and we're learning. We made it pretty far, and then a little gremlin came back that we haven't quite figured out yet, so pulled off before things got real bad.
Gotcha.
So hopefully we'll find it this week and be able to run the whole show next week.
And what's it been like? I know Slinger used to have super late models every Sunday night. They don't have them every Sunday night, but when you're there, you got to be on your game. There's only, 8 nights, 7 nights if there's a rain-out kind of thing to get a points championship figured out and win something.
Yep, we got the 8 nights, 1 rained out, and it's been good to get a little bit of a break so we can focus on one car at a time versus the last weekend we both raced, so it was a little bit hectic, make sure we had everything prepared beforehand so we could just swap cars out of the trailer, but being able to just focus in at a couple of the tracks, it's been good to be able to keep learning.
Brett, what was that like for you? Because I know when you run the modified, he's doing the super late thing, but now you're at the same track, same night. Didn't happen a lot this year, did it?
No, it's been a lot more relaxing, honestly. Last year he ran at the Dells, and there was a couple of nights that we ran double headers, and we were running all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's been relaxing now that we're at different tracks. We can focus on the one car one night, and then we go to Slinger on Sunday, and we put all of our focus into the Super then.
And how involved are you when he's racing, and how involved are you when he's racing?
Yes. This is other than my wife is our chief note taker and helps out everywhere she can. Otherwise, it's just me, Brett, my dad.
So this doesn't
the most crew.
I don't want to sound crazy, but does he wear your sweaty headset when he's not putting the helmet on? You wear his sweaty headset when he's not on the helmet on?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a small team.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? When it comes to watching him race, what are you trying to help him the most with, knowing what the battle is he's facing with that step up to super lates?
It's just, he took a year off from Slinger. Just getting back to running the right line and being consistent with it.
Tom, what's the biggest challenge other than the competition? I mean, that track, repeatability, longer features, and you never know who's going to show up, especially before the Slinger Nationals time, because you might have guys dropping in.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's been a steep learning curve to get back into it. Trying to go super late model racing, I never thought I ever would. So having us make the jump and keep working at it, it's been fun, and I'm glad that every date that we've been able to make it, we've gotten a good chunk of laps in. So get more seat time.
Looking ahead to the end of the season, specials are coming. Guys are looking for all the points. Maybe they're looking for tune-up. They haven't been there all year. Just wanted to run a couple specials at the end of the year. Dells is now the home of the National Short Track Championships. There's a lot that's going into. Okay, I've gotten this far. Wait a minute. There's like 5 big races yet to come, isn't there, Tom?
Yeah, it seems like it comes fast, but then it's a all hands on deck. Try and finish out the year, and we'll try and make any special that we can.
Brett, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about your master schedule here for the rest of the year?
We're gonna run the last points night at the Dells, and then we'll run short track, and then I think we're going to take the car over to Jefferson for their blackjack bracket. So, and that's about it, I think.
That's a change of pace. That's good.
Yeah. We ran Rockford's Bahama brackets the last couple of years, and it's always been fun. And we actually were fortunate to win it last year when we went down there. So bracket racing's fun. It's challenging. You got to be consistent right from the get-go.
And Tom, what's it like for you switching gears, saying, okay, he doesn't have to pass that guy. He has to be within this bracket now. Wait a minute, we got to figure that science out.
Yeah, it's fun to get him to go as fast as he can and then have to try and dial it back. I like being able to try and do that on him to so that he can keep driving 100% the whole time and dial the car back on it. And the bracket racing is the hardest time because I don't have a headset on, and that's the only races of the year that I don't have a headset to be able to talk to him, and I just put full faith in him.
So I'm surveying this table in front of me. Does he just scream out loud then? Is it a loud shout? Is it a quiet shout? Does he stomp? What?
It's a little bit of pacing,
All the
I'm
above?
sure.
Yeah. Maybe you should put the headset on anyway.
And just talk to myself.
Yeah, exactly. It might get therapy out of that or something. Tom, who's helping you guys with your race team this year?
Our big sponsors and supporters, we got CED, Doormasters, Center Court Sports Complex, Wisconsin Focus, Athletes in Motion, TKG Realty, Diamond Racing Wheels with Diamond Bill, Tactical Tint, RTF Home Remodeling, Young Guns Electric, Gillitzer Electric, and Reed Racing and Devoy Racing have helped us out, and HPP Apparel gets us our shirts.
Wow, there's a lot of cool people involved.
Yeah.
So when you go to the different racing teams, you mentioned some names. Are they helping with specific things like shocks or setups or how to mount the body or the interior, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, Reed helps us with anything our rear ends related on both cars.
Okay.
And I probably talk to Jordan Devoy at least once or twice a week, bounce ideas off of him.
Yeah.
He tells me most of them are bad, but at least I try. And just kind of get feedback from other racers, and I try and help him, and he tries to help us.
That's really cool. Brett, who you have to thank that may not have been listed already?
That's about all of them. We pretty much they help the whole team. I mean, without them, we wouldn't be here being as consistent and as well as we are. I mean, Jordan Devoy is just a huge help to us. He's just a great guy to go to if you have questions for setup help or anything like that. He usually steers us in the right direction.
Find them at Jasinski Racing on socials. They are going to be on the track this weekend. DellsRacewayPark.com is where we're going to find out their schedule. He's racing for Slinger Championship this Sunday night as well. It's a huge night. It's always a big night when Tom's getting the chance to race. How about a big hand for Jasinski Racing's Tom Jasinski and Brett Wahoviash. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Make sure you sign our Bob Trado sign right at backdrop. It's 40 years of, just 1 year of signatures, but it's our 40th season. It's our banner we're going to have for a long time to come to hopefully have you guys help represent a great season, and you guys have been great guests. Thanks for being on the show as well. We're going to be on the program for, until 7:30 or so. Bill Holland's on the way. We also have another driver lined up for us to talk about how excited he is to race at Dell's Raceway Park. Dave Truitt's going to be on the program as well. And we've got some more things to chat about, including the world of NASCAR. NASCAR news coming out. The Milwaukee Mile is no longer on the NASCAR schedule in 2025. That dropped right before the checkered flag at the Milwaukee Mile race on Sunday. We'll get you up to speed on the world of NASCAR and the world of short track racing yet to come on this program. Stay tuned. We're listening to you or watching us live at Paulie's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. Come on down and join the racing crowd.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the program. Looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday right back here at Paulie's Pub and Eatery. Find out what we're doing on our show. Follow us on Facebook, The Racing Roundup Show, or stop by our website, racingroundupshow.com. Watch our shows on demand by clicking the live button and then the archive shows. You can also see our latest lineup there as well each and every week. Thanks to Sherry Prague for updating that. Hey, this portion of the show is brought to you by Allied Resource Recovery. Turn your recyclable metals into cash. ARR has locations in West Dallas and Waukesha. For the full list of accepted materials at ARR, that'd be Allied Resource Recovery initials, their .com is ARR1938.com. So online, ARR1938.com. ARR1938.com. It's time for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. As I alluded to before the commercial break, we want to thank our friends at Interstate Batteries for bringing out religiously dependable #1 placement batteries in North America to our program. Interstate is a founding sponsor of Joe Gibbs Racing. Their website, interstatebatteries.com, to find a battery for every need at a dealer near you. Milwaukee hosted the NASCAR Playoffs opener on Sunday, and Wisconsin's Ty Majeski was just one adjustment short of victory, having to settle for second to a first-time winner, Lane Riggs, on Sunday afternoon's Lane 175. It was right after the green flag before the checkers. In a published article Sunday during the NASCAR race that the Wisconsin State Fair Park Board Chairman John Langley confirmed to Milwaukee Journal Sentinel writer Dave Coleman that there will not be a NASCAR race at the Milwaukee Mile in 2025, with the hopes of returning in 2026. As Coleman's article concluded, the $8 million of improvements made to the Milwaukee Mile may just be for one weekend next year. IndyCar on August 25th, I believe, is the date they announced for that race. Sunday's Sprecher 150 at ARCA Menard Series race at the mile was dominated by William Sawalich, one of 4 drivers that had double duty honors in both NASCAR races on Sunday at the mile. He's won a bunch of races now, led a bunch of races, and is the odds-on favorite to win the championship as we head to DuQuoin this coming Sunday night. That'll be live on FS1. I'll be there on behalf of Fox Sports. The NASCAR Cup Series race was a wild one Saturday night at Daytona. The Wood brothers scored their 100th victory as a team, with driver Harrison Burton receiving a key assistance from Randall, Wisconsin's Parker Retzlaff in the outer groove in the final moments to seal Burton's victory. Kobusch did everything he could to get the lower lane rolling, and sad that he was not going to crash Burton to win the race. Retzlaff actually ended up back in the 7th position. Friday night's Xfinity Series race at Daytona is won by Ryan Truex, Franklin, Wisconsin. Sam Mayer led 7 laps before finishing 13th, and Josh Bilicki of Menominee Falls placed 30th after a late race accident. The NASCAR Cup and Xfinity Series heads to Darlington Raceway this weekend. We now are very happily joined by our next guest on the program. He has been racing and winning races and now leads the points championship as the season's winding down at Dells Raceway Park. Let's welcome in the perennial. Hey, if he's on the racetrack, he's got a shot to win. Where'd he go? Hey, Dave. Dave Trout, how you doing? Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for having me.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Here we go. We're going to start it over for the television here.
Okay.
Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. We've got a very special treat. We have the point leader in the sports division at Dells Raceway Park joining us, Dave Trout. Welcome to the program. How's your season been going thus far? And how about bagging another championship? What are your thoughts as we end the season here strong at Dells Raceway Park?
I think the season's going okay. We're leading the points. We got one more points night to go. 21-point lead over Born Trigger. We've had a couple flat tires and some bad luck, but we're still holding on.
When it comes to racing at Dells Raceway Park, it's a matter of, okay, where's Dave Trout now? Okay, let's check back in 10 laps. Let's check back in 20 laps. It's been fun to watch you race at Dells Raceway Park. How enjoyable is it sometimes when you're going to start up front, lead every lap? You got to make your way through, and these races are forever long sometimes, but not long enough in others.
Yeah, we only typically run 25 laps, which is tough to get from the back to the front in that quick of a hurry. But basically there's no time to ride. You don't ride very long. You basically got to go about lap 10 or 12, or you ain't gonna make it to the front. So we got a pretty good group of guys. We got a good core group of cars that have been racing there on the weekly. Some of the races get interesting because we all know each other, know what to expect from each other.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Know where each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and that can potentially help you or hurt you, depending.
Hanging out with Dave Trout. He's a point leader now at the Dells Raceway Park. I also want to bring up the fact that you guys get the race for cash when it's not the feature time. Diamond Racing Wheels sponsoring the Fast Dash in a lot of divisions. It's kind of cool. You guys get the chance to bag some bucks from Diamond Bill as well.
Yes. The Dash thing, it's a nice little incentive for the faster 6 cars. It's nice to have that little extra incentive. It gives you a little something to race for. A lot of times people use the heat races for a test session, but we don't. We basically got 8 laps to make it. We typically start in the back row, try to get it to the front. We won 1 dash this year so far. Otherwise, we've been on 2nd or 3rd or 4th. But yeah, every little bit helps.
How much do you test and tune during those moments setting up for the feature on a given night?
We typically, depending on it, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if I can. We got 2 cars. Boys are working on one there. The more boys over there working on theirs, and then we have the Dell's car over here. So
we got a shop tour going on.
So I got all my guys over here helping me out. I got a great crew. They don't get paid. They're not rich, so they donate their time, and I'm thankful for that. But as far as testing, the Dells has open testing every other Wednesday. We typically go every other Wednesday and test something.
Okay.
We've learned that we can make our cars slower really easy. Haven't necessarily made them. We haven't been making them any faster. We go test stuff, and then we end up basically putting it right back where it was. We've been working on. Let me see this, but that's our new pull-down rig we've been working on. I know it's probably hard to believe that a sportsman car should be on a pull-down rig, but it's opened up a lot of eyes. I mean, the competition's got so much better. In order for us to do better, we have to find a way to do better. You look at the super late and limited late world, everyone has a smasher in their trailer, but we don't really have that, because of the way the springs are in the car. We kind of basically got to pull it down while everything's in the car to figure out what is going on and where it's going on at. So we don't have it done yet. We're working on it. Hopefully, be done by the weekend. Kind of excited to get it. Excited to get it. So because I think we're missing some stuff, and we're hopefully gonna find out what it is here shortly.
Dave Trout joining us, 21-point edge over Andrew Borntrager, Thomas Moore, Darren Salo, Henry Vane, Charles Vane Jr., Chris Weber, Mike Krieger Jr. Those guys were top 8 in points. There's 45 different drivers that have scored points this year in the sportsman class, so it could be anybody's ball game. Every moment counts. Everything you do in the shop works. When it comes to shop night, I mean, is this one of the nights, or is this mainly the Tuesday night? They got everything ready, and then you fine-tune from there with a bunch of guys, maybe on one night a week. How's that working out?
Tuesday nights typically are shop night. I'm off on Wednesdays. I work at a dealership, so I work 11-hour days, and I work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday mornings. So Tuesday nights are shop night. We try to get as much done on Tuesdays. I notice it's a lot easier to get people over here. It's probably 66, 68 degrees in here. We got air conditioning. And we always do frozen pizzas on Tuesday, so it's a little easier if you have food and air conditioning.
I was going to ask what the offering is. Hey, show up. We got an extra pepperoni one tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been getting those pothole pizzas, those thick ones. They're $14 now. Like, I can't believe what inflation's done to a frozen pizza. Even it's crazy what a frozen pizza costs nowadays.
Hey, it costs a lot to go racing. Who are the sponsors that are helping you this year, Dave?
We got Rudick Jensen, Ford, Chrysler, AFS, BioClean, 608 Graphics, DSR Chassis, Left-Hander Performance. Let's see, Broken Arrow Taxidermy, RVR Services. Buddy Ripper comes over all the time, works on their stuff. J&J Fireball Lanes, Adler's Concrete, Seats Incorporated in Reedsburg. I got all these cars right here. I could probably just look at them. But, Dennis Electric, Ace Electric. We got a Birdsell Racing. Dick Birdsell helps me a lot because that's his old car. So he's probably my main guy as far as working on Tuesday nights. His son didn't want to race anymore, so we kind of took over his ride. Dick and I and our buddies built that car here. They won a championship with it in, what year was that, 22? 21? 21. So it was the first time ever building a car from the ground up that we did everything and won a championship with it. It was the first time I ever done it as like a chassis builder.
Yeah.
We built that car together, and now I'm driving the car, and hopefully in a week I can say we actually won a championship with a car that we built.
Yeah, that's a lot of pride involved in that. Lots of energy.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one more question about Jerry Aubie and Dells Raceway Park and making racing available for the fans. Great venue. The racing's great. Talk about how Jerry has really kind of just gone from a racer that was kind of managing the place, and now he really takes a lot of care to make sure you guys are taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry and I think, get along for the most part. He'll send me that text message or email if he's to show his displeasure if I do something wrong. We kind of have that open relationship. If I'm doing something wrong, he will definitely let me know about it. And if there's something I think that we could work on at the track, he will listen to me. At least he'll take my phone calls at least. He does buy his vehicles from me, which has helped our relationship over the years because I feel like I give him more money than he gives me. But with that being said, he was also let us do that Summer Splash, the Kalahari Summer Splash. That's why there's so many cars on the points thing. We had a 37 or 38 sportsman cars the second week of July, which has got to be some sort of record. And that was just a fantastic show. I think Born Trigger ended up taking about $4,000 with a stuff home. I think I finished 5th overall. I ended up winning the first feature, got a flat tire in the second one, but even in 5th place, I think paid close to $900.
Wow.
Which is probably the most phenomenal payout of any sportsman venue.
Yep.
In the state, maybe in the country, maybe, I don't know, as far as. And there was a lot of lap money. There was $2,200 in lap money that got spread out, and I want to say it's close to the $6,000 or $7,000 purse total. Plus, the winners of the features got weekend passes for the Kalahari. So I don't know. As far as Jerry, I think he's doing a good job. I know racing's tough right now with the way with the way the economy is and everything. He does a very good job. The place is absolutely phenomenal as far as Victory Lane and the track, the 2-wide racing. The pit area is nice. You go to some tracks, the pit area isn't the best, but we're very blessed to have Dells Raceway Park as a racetrack for a home track. I think, honestly, it's probably one of the nicest tracks. We were in Jefferson last weekend. Very, very nice track. They have good car count. Competition's good. I think we're still very well blessed in Wisconsin to have what we have for now.
I agree. How about a big hand, everybody, for Dave Trout? Dave, we wish you well. Best of luck in locking up the championship and taking that pride with knowing you built that chassis, and you got a lot of great help tonight on the shop night. And thanks a lot for your time to join us here on the Racing Roundup Show.
Thank you.
You bet. Dave Trout joining us on the program. We next are going to be going to Bill Holland, I think. We're going to go to a commercial break. Bill's got a very special trip around the upper Midwest through Wisconsin. He's going to talk to us about where he went this weekend. We'll talk about lining things up as the season winds down on our show and for racing around Wisconsin. Lots to come. You have to come on the Racing Roundup program, including the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report next on the show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Volansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln and West Dallas.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000, American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Grassroots drag racing is open to everyone at Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove. Make GLD your home track. Come and enjoy the show or challenge your friends to be part of the show. Bracket racing for all classes and juniors opens this weekend. Pro classes, street classes, and even bikes and sled classes. Check our website for the most updated calendar and upcoming big shows. GreatLakesDragaway.com.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. We're glad to have you with us on this Tuesday night, August 27th. We're back here at Polly's Pub and Eatery on Tuesday night, September, whatever that is, this coming Tuesday. I know the 1st is on Sunday, so it'll be the 3rd, September 3rd. Join us for a great show. We have a great lineup we'll tell you more about here on the program as we wind things through another edition of the Racing Roundup Show in our 40th season of the program. This portion of the show is brought to you by the Midwest Truck Series, which is supported by Pathfinder Chassis and Epic Media. They have a big race coming up this Saturday night at Dells Raceway Park, along with the Jim Sauter Classic. They have their own Jim Sauter Classic. More details on where they raced this past weekend in the Howie Letto Classic with our next guest, Bill Holland, who's got a great report covering that big event this past Friday night at Madison International Speedway. Here's another reminder to watch our TV show or set your DVRs for Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. on CW18 Milwaukee. It airs weekly, featuring 30 minutes of our Tuesday program. And you can find out all things about the Midwest Truck Series by going to MidwestTruckSeries.com. They are supported this week by Pathfinder Chassis and Epic Media and a bunch of great sponsors there. Looking forward to seeing how things shake out as their season continues on here across the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois. They got a great series. Hey, it's time for the Bonafide Security Solutions short track report for cameras and alarm systems for your home or business, programmed card access, custom-made security doors, on-call locksmith work, and much more. It's a lock. Support the local racers at Team Bonafide. They go statewide. Bonafide Security Solutions website is bonafidesafe.com. Parker Jones of Mount Pleasant raced away with the AFS Badger Midgets. Features Saturday night at Wilmot Raceway, the Norm Nelson Classic. He won the annual race. Our show guest earlier this evening, Derek Dorr, finished third after a hard-fought battle with Todd Cleaver on a green to checkered run. CK Contractors LLC.com brings us the Wilmot Raceway and Wisconsin Winglet Sprints coverage. Hire the pros at CK Contractors for Lake Michigan shore restoration, lot grading, excavation, retention pond building, and more. Visit CKContractorsLLC.com to learn more. CK Contractors owner Chris Klemko actually finished second in the Wisconsin Wingless race on Saturday night to Zach Radart in that feature. This Saturday night is championship night for the IRA Lightning Sprints Track Championship. Just 6 points separate leader Brian Strain Jr. from past champion Mark Heinert. 604 Wing Sprints sponsored by HRP, IMCA Modifieds, and Street Stocks are on the action on the card this coming Saturday. Details at WilmotRaceway.com. Madison International Speedway was the center of attention this past Friday night. I will tell you there will be an ASA Midwest Tour winner and a Midwest Truck Series winner interviewed on the program in moments from our friend Bill Holland when he goes in the groove from Madison. And other cool races, including the State Park Speedway Championship. Brad Miller, BMRA Electric Carts, won the Alan Quick Memorial 77-lap features Sunday night at Slinger Super Speedway. Alex Prunty second, KDDP finalist. Levan Vandergeest was third. Fast time was set by Luke Fenhouse, who KDDP champion. He was a victim of, unfortunately, of an early race tangle in the feature. Mick Bruley won the Sportsman feature at Slinger. Ricky Gebhard conquered the Slinger Bees. Team Bonafide driver Lincoln Kane put him up on the dash and finished fourth in the Legends feature behind Ayrton Brockhouse, Tim Brockhouse, and Dylan Schwanbeck. Lincoln Johnson was the Bando winner. Our Slinger Super Speedway results are brought to you by Ricardo's Pizza, located in downtown Greendale, Wisconsin, a Milwaukee suburb. They've been there since 1970. Ricardo's is owned by racer Richie Locke and his family. Ricardo's Pizza takes pride in their dough made fresh daily, fresh produce, signature sauces, and the best Wisconsin cheeses. Order the best online, ricardosgreendale.com. This Saturday night, join our Dean Strom and myself at Dells Raceway Park for the huge Jim Sauter Classic, ASA Midwest Tour race that is going to pay $10,000 plus a $5 bill, because that's the number Jim Sauter raced the most in the area. $10,005 to win the 200-lapper. If you can't be there in person for the Big Midwest Tour, Jim Sauter Classic presented by Forgotten Coast K9 Midwest Truck Series race, and the 602L all late models, you can catch the live stream on tracktv.com. Our DRP coverage is sponsored by Diamond Wheels. Diamond Bill is here tonight. Your destination for stock car, road racing, autocross, speedlock wheels for off-road and dirt track. You can see Bill right here hanging out with us. Or you can go to diamondracingwheels.com. Your choice. Hanging out with Bill and the gang at Racing Roundup HQ with the Hendricks. Hey, the blue race at WIR was won by Maxwell Schultz, and he lost the overall Red, White, and Blue State Championship to 7th place race finisher Ty Majeski, who went on to win the overall title for Chase Motorsports and co-driver Riley Stenjum. A last lap, last second moment. Took out 2 cars between Majeski running 9th and the win. By 7th place finish, he was able to conquer the points championship overall in the 3-race series. Brazen Bennett won the blue race. Late models, Alex Stumpf and his consistency claimed the 3-race overall title in late models in Kaukauna. Results from Wisconsin International Raceway are brought to you by Ken's Sports in Kaukauna and Green Bay. Ken's Sports in Wisconsin, it's the largest power sports dealer you can find. Home of the best names in fun, new and used, 2 wheels on the road, trail riding, or on the water. Visit kensports.com and kensportsgreenbay.com. Congrats to NASCAR Xfinity Series full-timer Chandler Smith for his win in the ASA Stars National Tour race at Owasso Speedway in Michigan. The race was delayed by 1 week due to weather. Roscoe, Illinois' Austin Nason inched closer to his first victory in the series. Came home second on Saturday in Owasso. Gavin Bushell, Milwaukee winner Dawson Sutton, and Casey Rauter completed the top 5. This weekend, it's huge. Great Lakes Dragway always does it big on Labor Day and Memorial Day. Well, this weekend, it's the Time Machine Nationals. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com to find out all the schedule. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They've got it going on at Great Lakes Dragaway. The Time Machine Nationals are headlining that Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, just the burnout west of I-94, exit 337. Check it out, GreatLakesDragaway.com. We now go drag away, not quarter mile, not an eighth mile. We're going all over the state of Wisconsin with Bill Howland this summer. And Bill, you're sitting next to me once again. Thanks for coming down to the program. How are the pretzel bites and what you been up to?
Pretzel bites are awesome. Everything here is good at Paulie's. I love the menu. It's a great place and super home base for this show. To answer your question, busy week. Up to Wausau, down to Madison. And
when it comes to State Park Speedway, it's almost like every time there you're like, okay, is this the last time I'm going to see this driver? Is this the last time I'm going to see this division? We're getting down to it. Any further word on the continuance of that track, or are we saying goodbye to it at season's end?
We have not heard anything to suggest that, hey, there's a plan in the works that the track is going to be saved.
Okay.
There's rumors flying, and all I can say about those rumors is that they're out there. But in terms of anything concrete, I spoke with Scott Wimmer on Saturday, and basically what he told me is, as of now, it does not look like there is going to be racing there next year. The Wimmer family is done at the end of this year. We know that. They said that this spring. So, as you well know, talk is cheap, but land is not. So, we'll see.
And I want to recap what we covered last week. If you want to watch the archive of our show, last week we had a great coverage of the Golden Sand Speedway Championship. Colin Refner jumps in a Midwest Truck Series truck and says, hey, I can do that too. I mean, it's kind of cool. We're seeing some other drivers featured on our program, but also getting chances elsewhere to perform that maybe a little bit foreign to them at times.
And we will see a little bit of that in the upcoming segment. Colin had a very good run in his Truck Series debut.
Okay, that's enough teasing. Got to get to it. The Howie Little Classic and the Wausau State Park Championship on the way right now, and Bill Holland's in the group. Let's go there right now.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the groove at State Park Speedway. We're at season championship night, and with this track's future uncertain, very possibly the last season championship night here. This is also the 16th running of the Lodi Memorial, honoring longtime State Park favorite Wayne Ludholtz. For these racers, there's a lot to think about and a lot on the line for everyone tonight. Defending State Park champion Brock Heinrich holds a 3-point lead, gunning for a second straight track title.
I'm pretty proud of our little team and what we've accomplished, and I've proven everything that I felt I needed to prove over the last 2 years, but it would definitely be the cherry on top.
Three-time SPS champ Justin Mondike's chasing his 4th championship here in 5 years.
I mean, you get qualifying points and heat race points, and they all add up, so you don't want to give up any points that you don't have to, and we'll just try to be the fastest in everything we can throughout the night.
In third, Travis Volm, whose family has raced here since the track opened in the 50s.
You know, you got to be on your game, qualifying, heat, and feature, and really you got to beat 2 cars tonight, and that's what our goal is.
Opening ceremonies feature Wayne Ludholt's 66 back on the track he raced at for more than a quarter century, his grandson behind the wheel. In the first Super Late Model heat, it's 4-time track champion Mark Mackesy out front. Mackesy won the inaugural Lodi Memorial in 2009, and in what may be his last night ever at State Park Speedway, it's Mackesy, the main mauler, taking the checkers.
So to win a heat race here, probably on my last race anyways here for this year and maybe forever, it feels pretty good to win something.
Points are on the line in qualifying and heats as well as the feature. And in the second heat, it's Race Hayes out front. His late grandfather and father, both former State Park Speedway champions. Hayes, 4th in points, is first to the checkers in Heat 2.
Got the heat win out of the way, so one more to go. I think everyone else have to finish worse than 6th maybe for me to win it, but we'll just take a feature win tonight.
Noah Gajewski in the 10 and Jerry Brickner in the 9 car on the front row as the field takes the green for 66 laps in the Lodi Memorial on season championship night. It's Brickner, a former world-class snowmobile racer and feature winner here out front. 3-time track champion M.G. Gajewski up to second in the 22 car. Gajewski, the veteran with a lot of history here, takes the lead from Brickner, and the championship contenders are coming to the front. Justin Mondike's not just chasing a 4th championship, he's gunning for a 3rd straight Lodi Memorial trophy. Mondike out front, Brock Heinrich up to second, with fast qualifier Jevin Goralski in the 20, now 3rd. Travis Vohm needs to get to the front for a shot at the title. He passes Gajewski for 4th. Up front, Mondike and Heinrich really battling, even though both know there will be a competition caution with 22 laps to go. Caution flies. Back to green, and it's down to this. Justin Mondike leading Brock Heinrich. If either wins the race, they win the championship. Heinrich goes to the high side. Nothing doing. 52 car to the inside. And we're side by side. Justin Mondike and Brock Heinrich racing for a championship. Heinrich makes the pass. Now, does anyone have anything for the Brock star? Coming to the checkers, it's Brock Heinrich with his first Lodi Memorial Super Late Model win and his 2nd straight track championship.
And I'm just so proud of all these guys and everything that went into our whole racing program. We've been racing here since 2015, but we've been coming ever since we knew there was a racetrack here, ever since I knew there was a racetrack here, and just the history, it means so much.
At Madison International Speedway, 3-time ASA Midwest Tour champion Casey Johnson is looking to become the first driver with 3 wins in the Howie Leto Classic 100.
We've had some really good cars here, and it was always cool because, Travis was my crew chief and Howie Leto was Travis's crew chief. So, we always put the circle on this one.
Defending Midwest Tour champ Gabe Summers comes in with the point lead after winning at Hawkeye Downs Speedway last weekend.
2 in a row would be really cool. 2 in a row Midwest Tour wins would be good too here tonight, so hopefully we can do it.
Kulwicki driver development finalist Levon Vandergeest is 2nd in Midwest Tour points and 2nd in qualifying.
We have a big opportunity tonight to win a big race, so I hope we can put something good together.
Fast qualifying honors go to Luke Fenhouse, who made his NASCAR Truck Series debut earlier this season.
We've had fast race cars here and we've had bad race cars here, but I'm excited for tonight and hopefully we can put on a good show and run up front tonight.
In the qualifying heat, it's Blake Brown out front in the 71 car. He's one of the last drivers to work with the late Howie Leto as his crew chief. In his career, Leto led 8 drivers to Rookie of the Year honors in the American Speed Association. Brown, first to the checkers, recalls many good memories.
Super cool opportunity for me just to have the chance to work with Howie and get to drive for him. Like you said, just looking back at his legacy and the guys that he's worked with and the drivers that he's had, it's cool just to be part of that list.
The Midwest Truck Series drivers will run their main event before the Super Late Models. Former Truck Series champion Jerry Wood knew Howie Leto as well as any driver in the field.
On top of being a real smart racer and getting things done right, his preparation was unbelievable. He was just a good guy. He's the guy you wanted to go stand next to in the pits and have a few words.
In the truck feature, it's Brandon Reichenberger in the 3 leading Colin Refner driving the 31 in his first Truck Series start. Refner's coming off a Super Late Model Championship at Golden Sands Speedway, but Reichenberger is chasing a Midwest Truck Series Championship. He wheels the 3 to the win. Preparing for the 100-lap Midwest Tour feature is 5-time series champion Ty Majeski, starting at the back of the field after missing qualifying because of a commitment in Pewaukee. Paul Schaefer Jr. in the white 7 car and James Lynch bring the field to green, and the Howie Leto Classic is off to a very fast start. It's Schaefer with the lead, Casey Johnson up to second, former Midwest Tour champ Dalton Zier third in the 119, and Gabe Summers running fourth. Trouble in turn 2. Rookie contender Joe Valento's gone around in the 30 car in front of the leaders. Caution with 43 laps to go. Coming to green, sparks fly from the 7. Paul Schaefer Jr. with big trouble. He'll have to go to the pits. Back to the action. Casey Johnson leading Dalton Zier. They come up on the lap car of Greg Borkert. Zier takes advantage and we're side by side. Zier makes the pass for the lead. Coming to the checkers, Gabe Summers is up to the second spot, but it's the 119 first to the checkered flag. Dalton Zier wins the Howie Leto Classic 100.
I was lucky that qualifying was a little bit of a hiccup, put me near the front for the start of the race, and was able to get the lead with about 35 to go over Casey. It was a hard-fought deal, but came over with the W.
Over the years, Dalton Zier's had a lot of success in super late model racing, but ironically, the Floridian, who now makes his home in nearby Verona, had never won on the MIS half mile until tonight. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who makes this program possible. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
How about a big hand for Bill Holland? Thank you, Bill. Chock full of nuggets. Love it. That was a long day, wasn't it? Long weekend of getting that coverage. Thank you for bringing that to us.
They're shows that I wouldn't want to miss. I'll put it as simple as that.
Any idea what your choices are this coming weekend of the choices you have?
Yes, weather permitting, and if I don't break down on the highway, I plan to be at Dells Raceway Park for the Jim Sauter Classic and at Golden Sands Speedway on Labor Day for the Tundra Super Late Model Series finale. Ty Fredrickson, the 15-year-old from Minnesota, leading the Tundra points as we speak.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I'll see you at the Dells Raceway Park this Saturday night, the big Jim Sauter Classic for both the Midwest Truck Series, 602 Outlaw Late Models, and the ASA Midwest Tour. It's going to be fun.
That sounds like the plan.
How about a big hand for Bill, everybody? Thank you, Bill, for joining us. We're back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Stick around.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about truck track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Greenfield Gallery wants to buy your racing collection. Do you have die-cast cars from IndyCar, Sprint Car, or short tracks? Greenfield Gallery wants them. If you have old racing programs, racing photos, and negatives, Greenfield Gallery wants those too. Contact Ralph Hibbert Jr. at Greenfield Gallery, who wants to buy your racing collection. Ralph also has an ever-changing eBay store full of racing collectibles. Search Greenfield Gallery. Email Ralph right now to get connected. His email address is ralph@greenfieldgallery.net.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is Southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's Escorted NASCAR Racing Tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
ARR has been recycling for over 80 years and is here to help. Take them your recyclable metals and they'll pay you cash. ARR buys aluminum, brass, copper, lead, and steel. And attention contractors, ARR has a bonus program just for you that puts more cash in your pocket. And who doesn't like more cash? Find their full list of accepted materials at ARR1938.com. ARR with locations in West Allis and Waukesha. If you have questions, give them a call. 414-321-4134. ARR Recycling since 1938.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Hey gang, thanks for joining us on the program. It's been a lot of fun tonight. We're going to be back here next Tuesday night here at Polly's Pub and Eatery. This portion of our show is brought to you by the racers at Schlafer Auto Body and Sales in Lannon. For your next auto body repair or your classic car restoration from the ground up, they can cover it for you. They also work with every insurance company for your daily driver or fleet of work trucks, so they've got it figured out since 1974. 4 generations of racers have been getting it done the right way. Again, they work with all insurance companies. Search Schlafer Auto Body on Facebook to get in touch with this family of racers and to check out their latest award-winning classic car restoration projects. Tonight on the program, we want to thank Derek Dorr and Days in Persley for joining us. They have a big race this coming Sunday and Monday. 2 nights of racing at Angel Park Speedway. We have tickets to give away after the show here in a few moments to those. But if you want to join us, by all means, head out to the Prairie on Sunday and Monday for 2 big nights of racing. We also want to thank Tom Jasinski and Brett Wahoviach. Those guys are racing. They got a lot going on. They brought the crew down. They brought the car down. Thanks again for the whole Jasinski racing team for coming out here tonight. We also want to thank Dave Trout for joining us on shop night with a bunch of guys in the shop working hard as well. And we really want to thank Bill Holland as well for covering what is maybe the final time the State Park Speedway will honor champions on Saturday evening, as well as the big Howie Little Classic this past Friday night at Madison International Speedway. Bill will be there. I'll be there. Dean will be there this coming Saturday. Dells Raceway Park is the race of the ASA Midwest Tour, Midwest Truck Series. The Jim Sauter Classic has the name for both of those races. Also, the 602 all models are going on at Dells Raceway Park. We'll see you there. Sunday night, you got a lot of options. I'll be on working with the Fox Sports 1 folks at DuQuoin, but by all means, support your local racing here in the area. Lots of choices, including Slinger Super Speedway's final points tonight for the Slinger Super Speedway's super late models. Yeah, I can say that 3 times fast, can't I? Next week on the program, we have NASCAR Xfinity Series star and Pride of Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer joining us on the show. I think it'll be either here in person or live in video. We'll let you know on our socials. American Foundation Specialist sponsor, dirt late model racer Jamie Zeider with his race car will be here. Also, Schlafer Auto Body's Danny Schlafer, racing for a championship in the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Series. He'll be here, and we'll also talk to him about him racing with his son Cody this year in MSA 360s and some 410 racing. So it's kind of cool, and we got that all planned for you next Tuesday here on the Racing Roundup Show. I'd like to say for 40 years and counting, our weekly show has covered Wisconsin, the Upper Midwest, and the world of motorsports. We certainly look forward to seeing you this weekend, Milwaukee Mile, big IndyCar races. There's a lot going on. We got it all capsule for you. We certainly want to welcome you to one of our Tuesday shows. Check our show schedule out on the schedule page on RacingRoundupShow.com. We got a couple of places to go to. September 10th, we're going off to the Utica Bar. We're hanging out with our friend Mike Rudberg from Precise Auto and Truck Accessories and a bunch of racers. September 17th, we're hanging out at the Cellar in Oak Creek. That's our second Cellar show. September 17th, join us there in Oak Creek for that biggie as well. This show is a lot of fun to produce and have a lot of fun being part of, and I'm only one of many. So I want to thank Dave Schmalzer, Matt Rapina, Greg Lapine, Dean Strom, Sam Trado, Sherry Prague, Mark Goodman, Bruce Blodgett, and for their contributions, Jill Lapine and Faye Hendricks for making this show possible. It's Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your last big weekend of the summer. We're back here next Tuesday night at Polly's Pub and Eatery. Until then, I'm Jim Trado. Support your local racing. Set your DVRs. That's it. All right. And have at it, racers. We'll see you next Tuesday.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs, have at it, racers.